Hi, today we're going to talk about some poses that you can do if you have pelvic pain. Now there are a lot of yoga poses that are really good for your pelvis, for opening up your hips. So please check all of my videos because you're going to see things in there that are quite helpful. But I'll show you a few gentle poses today when you're actually having some pain that might help you relieve those and help you stretch out your pelvis. So first I'm going to begin lying down. And I'm just going to bring one knee in and hug that knee in nice and close and hold this for about 5 breaths. And then take the knee out to the side, so you're just doing a gentle stretch of the pelvic area. Hold that also for about 5 breaths. And then bring the knee towards the center of your body. And again, hold that for about 5 breaths. So you're just getting a nice gentle stretch through the pelvic area. Once you've completed the right side, be sure to go ahead and do the same on the left. So again, you're going to pull it in, then you're going to take that pelvis out, or take the knee out to open up the pelvic area, and then you're going to bring it towards the center. So also lying on our backs, I'm going to show you what we call a reclined pigeon, or it's also called a figure 4. So I've crossed one ankle to my knee, and then I'm going to bring my hands behind the leg that was down. I'm going to pull that leg towards me as I press the thigh away with my elbow. So what I'm doing here is getting a good stretch through the right side of my hip and pulling the left leg towards me. So you're going to feel a nice stretch through your hips and pelvis. It's a nice stretch, but it's fairly gentle. Hold this for at least 10 breaths. And then when you release the foot to the floor, we're going to do a spinal twist. Now this is working more in the spine, but I'm going to bring my arms out to the side and drop my legs together to the left. So when I do this, I'm bringing my right foot right down to the floor. And again, I'm getting a nice stretch here through the pelvic and hip area. In addition to that, I'm getting a good twist of the spine. So to be sure you're getting the maximum benefit here, keep your shoulder blades down on the mat and even try to press your ribs towards the mat. You can add a little bit more of a dimension to this by turning your head to the right as your legs are to the left. So it's a very nice stretch for both your spine and for your pelvic area. Hold this also for at least 10 breaths, and then we'll come up and do each of those on the other side. So again, you would take your ankle to your knee, pull that in towards you, pressing the thigh away, hold that for 10 breaths, and then bring that left foot to the floor, getting a nice stretch and a nice twist, again for at least 10 breaths. So another pose that we can do that's good to stretch out the pelvic area, child's pose, I've shown you several times before. That's a very good one, but another one, and we often do this towards the end of a class because it's an inversion of sorts. So an inversion is going to be getting our legs up higher than our hearts. This is called happy baby. To come into that, we're going to bring our knees in towards your armpits. So your knees are pulled in, but they're spread apart. And then bring your feet towards the sky, towards the ceiling. So your knees are still bent, but your feet are reaching towards the ceiling. You can bring your hands to the outsides of your feet, and then gently let yourself rock side to side. It's a very relaxing pose, very nice to do at the end of the day to help you sleep. And it's also good for that pelvic area because you're getting a good stretch as you're doing this right through here. So one thing to keep in mind is that you keep that tailbone pressing down towards the mat so your back is nice and straight, but you're just gently rocking side to side. And this you can hold as long as you'd like. You might want to hold this several minutes because it feels really good. It allows that blood to just course gently back down to your heart. And this is a great way to end your practice. So that's an example of several different poses that are good for you when when you've got some pain. Check out our different videos and come see us at Fit Yoga, because in all of our classes we do quite a few poses that are very specific to help with your pelvic and hip area. Thank you.